So to show you the presentation layer, I'm going to do it step by step. And the perspective is this as a model part, a view of the model, and controllers that change the model. So that's basically the strategy I'm going to follow to present you this. And first I'm going to focus on the model. And the model, actually, it's the information that goes from the server to the browser. Okay, so they are the Java DTO objects. Okay, that are converted to JSON objects and then are presented as TypeScript objects. Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you. What you need to do basically. So you have the models here. Okay, and in particular you have, for instance, the model for the activity, and we'll see that you have this class with this set of attributes. Okay, is a TypeScript class that actually corresponds to the activity DTO. Okay, so these are the same set of attributes. Okay, so what we are talking is basically that the DTO is sent here. That's a remote invocation, and you receive the DTO there into JavaScript or TypeScript object. Something important here, just it's a keynote, is just actually you have a little bit more attributes here, but just because of presentation of dates, that we need to format the dates. It's not always necessary, but sometimes we need to do it, and actually you have a starting date and a formatted starting date for presentation. But it's just the case, it's just the only situation where you have, so you have a starting date, but you have the other presentation there. So, and then you have a constructor. And so when you receive this from the other side, basically you convert the JSON that you receive into this, and you create this object. So that's pretty simple. What is important is to work is that the names should be the same. So the name that is here, name, should be the same here, such that all these is automatic. Okay, is easier to do it this way. Okay, so then we need to discuss how is the communication to occur. So the communication actually is here in the controller. You are going to invoke these web services. How do you invoke them? So the web services return DTOs, right? And I've shown you how this DTO converts into a TypeScript object, okay? The model part. So how is this invocation done? So here you need to go to the services, and you have the invocations here, okay? So you are using Axios, which is very commonly used framework. And just to start, a small example, I'm doing here a post. Look, HTTP request, a post of activity, and then where is the activity? In this URI, the URI is there, the post. So the post is there, so I'm invoking this, okay? This returns a activity DTO, and when I receive the response data, I invoke the constructor of the activity. So I invoke this constructor, and I convert the information. So it's pretty easy to do it, okay? Just one important observation. This return a promise of activity. What is a promise? What happens is here that these calls, in JavaScript, these calls are asynchronous. This means that the client, the browser, does a call to the server and can start doing something else. And sometimes this is not nice because things get a bit too much concurrency, sometimes is hard to deal with. So what will happen is that this returns a promise, and we'll see in other presentation that when I receive this information, I block And the instruction I use to block, I use a await instruction. So that way everything is synchronized, and the programming model is much easier. Is that the browser invokes the server, waits for the answer, and returns. Okay. Just to finish, so you have these type of requests. Look, you have a get there, so you have all the REST verbs that you can use here. The only thing that I need to say a little bit more is this. So do you remember when you tested web service, you have all this question with the tokens? Where is the token? So actually, at the beginning, we define these HTTP, and this is the generic code that you just use. So you use the HTTP client. Here you put in the HTTP client all the information that is necessary. So actually, when you use the HTTP client to do an invocation, the token is there. Okay? And that's it.